Today's quest for a country home gets a big reaction.
I can't believe my eyes.
But in order to ride off into the sunset...
The horses.
Oh, yes, sir, I could get a horse.
Oh, no.
No?
We need to find this couple the peace and tranquility they're searching for.
The maturity of this garden is just unique, and just the spectacular landscape.
Today we're in Essex, a county that you might be surprised to hear has ancestral links to a number of American presidents, including George Bush Sr. and Jr. and a founding father, George Washington. Now, I guess I can't quite call them Essex boys, but the great-great-grandfather of the very first president, George Washington, is actually buried here. And no less than 5 American presidents have links to this beautiful coastal county. Essex is a county that lies over in the southeast of England. At an average of just over £490,000 for a detached house, it's considerably more expensive than the UK as a whole, but almost £70,000 below average for the southeast region. Turner Prize-winning artist Grayson Perry was born in the county and designed the extraordinary House for Essex, which celebrates the area's artistic and historic legacy. And he's not alone in singing the praises of his home turf.
I've lived in Essex all my life. It's just a really great place to get on the water. Most of my working day is on the water, and then days off are also on the water as well. So whether it's paddleboarding or windsurfing or whatever, most of my days are water-based.
I would absolutely recommend Essex. It has a beautiful countryside, a lovely climate. People are very welcoming, very friendly, highly sociable, and have a strong sense of neighbourliness. There's some beautiful old architecture, lots of delightful independent businesses to poke around in, and it's quite a well-kept secret, I would say.
With so much to offer, if you're thinking of an Essex escape, this may be a secret it's best to get in on sooner rather than later. Essex has long been an escape for East Londoners. Its speedy transport links make it a haven for commuters. And if you are planning to escape here, then make sure you bring your sunscreen, but leave your Mac at home, because it's one of the driest counties in the UK. So much so that parts of it are described as being semi-arid, which may present us with a small problem, because today's couple are after a property where water is a big feature.
We met in Thailand by chance. So that Craig came to visit to Thailand. I was working in a hotel. Craig is very special to me. So he's everything in my life. So brother, for example, brother, sister, father, mother, everything. The oath, yes.
What about husband?
Yes, he's included as well, handsome.
Craig, who works in the financial services sector, and Yeso, a hotel concierge, got married 2.5 years ago in East London. They've been living together in Craig's 2-bedroom Docklands townhouse ever since, but now they're ready for a change.
It's getting quite built up now.
Yes.
More and more buildings are starting to emerge. You just don't have the privacy and the peace and tranquility.
Yes.
We're on the city airport flight path as well, so that makes it quite noisy.
I don't like noisy. It's very difficult to sleep during the night. In London, house is too small. We wish to invite friends, however, we can't.
And there's one person they'd like space to be closer to on a more permanent basis.
My mum absolutely adores Yeso. She considers him another son.
She taught me very well how to cook English food. So which is I love English food, you know, the cottage pie. I know how to make it.
Craig also hopes the move will let him devote himself to a newfound direction in life.
Yeso introduced me to Buddhism.
Yes.
And more spiritual daily routine and daily practices. And I think what this move will do, it will enable us to move into more of a spiritual way of living,
right.
In a more tranquil and peaceful way.
Yes.
And water's really important as well, because that creates flow and cleanse as well. So being near water is really important for us.
They will also continue to travel to their jobs in London, which makes one county the ideal choice for the move.
We have been looking along the East Coast, so Essex. I think when we look at a property, I'm very analytical, and Yeso will go on his gut feel.
For example, if I don't like it, I will tell you immediately.
Yeah, I know.
He knew that.
Craig and Yeso admit to thinking very differently when it comes to property, but the one thing they do agree on is that now is definitely the time for a radical relocation.
Let's do it. We're ready
Yes.
for a move out of London.
Yes, that is correct.
To where?
To exit.
Essex.
So I will become exit boy.
You will.
Well, it seems that Yeso isn't afraid to speak his mind, and I hope he's going to be that up front with me. I feel that all the heart he quite clearly has will be balanced by Craig's head, and the two of them may well take their time to fully consider the potential of all the properties before writing any of them off. And that's no bad thing, because they're investing a lot of money in this move to Essex. Craig and Yeso want space to entertain and a minimum of 4 bedrooms. The kitchen should be large and modern, and they'd like outbuildings for work and meditation, plus an annex for Craig's mum. Thanks to Craig's successful career in HR, the couple are fortunate enough to have a budget of £1 million to spend on their perfect home in the country. We've got 3 great properties to show them, and at each I'll be getting them to guess the asking price before I reveal it. The final offering is, of course, our mystery house, which this time seeks to find out whether age really does matter when it comes to their property wish list. But before we start seeing houses, I'm meeting them in their chosen county of Essex to find out more about their hopes for the move. So you two, are you ready for this escape to the countryside?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's just the peace, the tranquility, just the excitement of getting out of London. And I think Essex is close enough in, but it's close enough out of London as well.
It feels like my country, where I born in Burma, and also in the countryside very peaceful and very tranquil.
So what matters more to you guys, that proximity to London and the easy commute, or that feeling of, oh, here I am, open countryside?
The location, it's the tranquility.
Yes.
If it's an extra 30 minutes on top for a commute, I think that's doable for the right place.
Yes.
So Essex it is, this is the county for you. How well do you know it? Do you have any places in mind?
So we don't know Essex that well. We've got friends that live within Essex, and obviously we've visited a few times, but we don't really know too much about Essex.
It is a fantastic county with lots to explore. So should we go house hunting?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Come on. For our first viewing, we're heading to Tiptree. The settlement is a contender for the largest village in England, and as such has a great range of facilities, including a choice of supermarkets and banking. Trains to London are a 7-minute drive away, and it was that railway that helped the village become world famous for jam in the 19th century. There's even more to delight fan of English food Yeso with a fish and chip takeaway, plus a pub serving meals. It's a short walk from here down quiet rural lanes in the northern outskirts to our first house. I can see smiles on your faces. I like that. So here we go, kicking off with a substantial home there. And you asked for countryside and
Yes.
fields and open spaces.
Yes.
Wow, certainly open.
Yes.
That's good.
That's amazing. Marvelous.
Wow, it's peaceful.
Yeah. And also tranquil, isn't
Yeah.
it?
It's a little hidden gem. It's about 250 years old. We can't date it exactly, but dating back to then we think,
Exciting.
Yeah, very excited.
Yeah, I can hear water as well.
yes, there is a little babble of water, so we've got a pond.
Okay.
Just over to your left.
It feels like my village where I live in Burma. I feel like my home, something like that. So it's amazing house, isn't it?
How do you feel about an older house? What do you expect to see from that?
I would expect it to be dark with the beams.
Yes.
But with character.
I'm very excited to see the property inside.
Should we go and look?
Absolutely, yes.
Come on,
Let's
let's-
look.
Despite their excitement, they do have some preconceptions regarding the interior style of older properties. But over the last 7 years, this one has been extended to 3 sides and completely modernised by the current owners. And with that all-important water feature already feeding the energy outside, let's see if the positive flow continues inside. So in through this really lovely substantial lobby into the living room.
Wow. Very bright.
Is
I'm
it
surprised.
Incredible.
So far there's no dark rooms and no beams.
No. Which is good.
Yeah, exactly.
It does, of course, make the most of the view.
Wow, to be honest, oh my God, I can't believe my eyes.
Good.
It's a lot of space for 2 of you. Is there a reason for you wanting so much space?
It's about having space to build a community for family and friends.
Yes.
Because that's important to us both. For Yeso, coming from Myanmar, it's a sense of belonging. You live with your family. There's no way I could put my mum in a home. And I think just having our family closer to us,
Yes.
because the whole world has changed.
It's such a lovely way to live, isn't it?
I wish to live with his mother. She loved me very much, and also I love her very much. She teach me everything, how to cook English food, something like that.
Well, let's go and see if the kitchen lives up to those expectations that you've got.
Wow.
I can't wait to go to see that. Shall we go now?
Come on, let's go. Follow me. So as you can see, space is not something you're short of in here either.
Wow.
Wow. Oh my God, oh my God.
Do you like it?
Yes, I do.
Utility room
Wow.
and sliding doors straight out onto the garden.
Wow.
It's nice to have that dining area.
Yeah. During the Christmas, something like that.
Christmas as well.
Yes.
We could see maybe 6, 10.
Yeah.
How are we going with house number 1 then, Craig?
I'm surprised actually how bright and vibrant
Yes,
it
yeah.
is, given the age of it.
Should we go and explore upstairs and just so you can get an idea of the space and the number of bedrooms on offer?
Yes,
Sure.
yeah.
Good.
Good.
Come on.
Let's go.
Completing the ground floor, there's a snug and a cloakroom. Upstairs, we find a dedicated study, plus 4 double bedrooms, 1 with an ensuite, 2 further good-sized guest bedrooms, as well as a family bathroom with double wash basins, a modern freestanding bathtub and a separate shower. That leaves the main bedroom, which in this case is an entire suite of rooms.
Wow. Oh my God.
Oh, a walk-in wardrobe.
Yes.
Wow. I can buy more clothes.
No.
In here as well, this lovely dressing area,
Oh, wow.
and then through here we go
That's
to
amazing, isn't
the
it?
bedroom.
I think this is for us, yeah. Yes.
And an ensuite as well.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
It's a
Very
suite, isn't it? It's not
Yes.
so much a bedroom as a suite.
I like this.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
The bedroom is bigger than what we have in London, isn't it?
The property itself is beautiful.
Amazing, yeah?
Well, should we head outside? Because there's a lot of garden to look at.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Come on.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Look at that. I've got wardrobe envy. The property comes with over an acre of land plus 2 outbuildings. The summer house could provide Craig with outside workspace, whilst a fully self-contained 1-bedroomed annex might be suitable for his mum. There's loads of entertaining space to host family and friends, all surrounded by gorgeous countryside.
Lots of opportunity.
Yes, too much.
Certainly one to consider.
What do you think this one is on the market for?
I'm going to go in at £940,000.
Okay, yes so?
I would like to say 925,000 pounds.
Oh, interesting. Both going under the £1 million budget by quite a way, actually. And I know you haven't seen many properties in the area, and I think that's starting to show, because this is on the market for offers over £1 million.
Wow. Okay. Maybe I just underestimate the land.
Go and explore and come and find me when you've seen enough.
We will.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Coming in on budget, this home has space enough for gatherings of friends and family, the number of bedrooms they've asked for, a self-contained annex and over an acre of land.
So the house on its own would be a contender. It's a beautiful property.
The kitchen's amazing. I love it. Oh my God, incredible. I love it.
I think you would be well suited in that kitchen rather than me.
The living room is amazing. A lot of space, so I love it, the living room as well.
I think the outside space has got a blank canvas
Yes.
that you could do anything with.
Well, hello.
Hello.
So we're off to a good start.
Yeah, really
Yes.
good start.
That's what I like to hear. And we've got more to see.
Excellent. Let's go.
With over 350 miles of coastline, Essex has plenty to offer our water-loving house hunters Craig and Yesso. We're sending them to explore the county's largest estuary, formed by the River Blackwater, where they're meeting kayak instructor and guide Lucy Newman.
Kayaking here is nice because it's at sea, but there's lots of creeks, lots of different things to see, because there's quite a few nature reserves and some of the islands here are protected.
And is it relatively easy to kayak?
Yes, so kayaking is, I think kayaking's a lot easier than other water sports, so you should be able to pick it up quickly.
You'll be fine, you see.
Yes, I can't wait to go there. Good.
Lucy has been taking novices on the water for 7 years, so wetsuits and buoyancy aids on, Craig and Yesso are ready to learn the basics.
Paddle.
you.
When we're holding the paddle, we want to make sure that the two tags are righting.
Yes.
Make sure it's facing you, and then if you want to turn right, you paddle on your left.
Yes.
If you want to paddle left, you paddle on your right.
Yes, sure.
And just do little short strokes. And we'll head out.
Yes.
Really
Wow.
good.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
So you might want to push it out a little bit further before you get in now. Nice.
The estuary covers a 5,500 hectare site of special scientific interest, and kayaks are a great way for even beginners to reach parts that are only accessible by water.
Kayaking is quite easy though, isn't it?
Yes, now
Yeah.
it's, yeah.
As well as an important habitat for wildlife, is also rich in heritage. We know that humans have cultivated oysters here since Roman times.
Packing shed here
Yeah.
was built in 1890.
Right.
And it was used to pack and sort oysters, which would then be exported over to Europe and also sent to London by barge. There are
Right.
two types of oysters here. There's native oysters and rock oysters.
And which do you prefer?
I prefer the native oysters.
Okay, we'll try them.
Yeah. And now Packing Shed Island's used for, you can hire it out. People have weddings here. It's all different sorts of things now.
100 years ago, the packing shed was where up to 60 men and boys sorted oysters before they were sent to London and abroad.
Your turn to paddle, Yesso. It's good exercise.
I know, but it's good exercise, but it's difficult for me.
The wide range of habitats from mudflats to marinas and tidal creeks means lots of different species are found here.
So this is Cobmarsh Island. This island is protected, so no one can actually go on it, sleep on it, or, you know, pick plants, because there's a lot of wildlife on it, including a huge variety of birds.
Today, though, it seems only the seagulls are willing to brave the elements.
Weather's not looking too great,
Yes.
so maybe we should head back.
To paddle all the way back?
Yeah,
All right,
so
then.
should be good.
Yesso,
Yeah.
you're doing the work going back.
Okay, let's go then.
If you guys do it in sync, it might make things a bit easier.
I'm trying.
They might be going with the flow on the home straight.
Oh, there we go.
But it's time to see if their property search is heading in the right direction back on dry land. For our next viewing, we're heading to the small village of Tillingham in the Dengie Peninsula, between the Blackwater and Crouch estuaries. Clustered around a green, the village centre is a conservation area. and includes a choice of 2 pubs, both of which can be traced back to the 15th century. There's also a handy post office and stores. Rail links to London are a 3.5 mile drive away, while the coast at Bradwell-on-Sea is within a couple of miles. The house we've come to see is reached by a very quiet no-through lane off the main route out of Tillingham village. So, change pace now. We're going to take you back in history, back to 1725, when this Georgian farmhouse would have been first standing. What do you think?
Wow, it's beautiful.
Yes.
And as you'd imagine with the Georgian farmhouse, it's set in quite a lot of land. Got around 7 acres in total.
7?
7.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It is.
Yeah.
It is a lot. It is.
Yeah. I think we're just open-minded and it will be good to explore.
Now, like every good country house, we might be looking at this beautiful front door, but we're going to go in the back door.
Okay.
So that's what you do with country houses.
Right, yeah. Let's go then. We can't wait to see inside there.
This early 18th century Grade 2 listed farmhouse has a traditional timber frame, clad with Essex weatherboarding. Unlike the contemporary overhaul of our first property this morning, this home retains its vintage charm, and I'm keen to see how this style will fare for our couple. The back door takes us into the kitchen. So I told you were getting history, and you're getting history.
Wow.
It is a smaller kitchen because that goes with the history and the style of the house, but you've got a utility room.
And is it listed?
There is a listing on the property, so you will be limited to what you can do, but you do still have scope to be able to perhaps put your own mark on here.
I think we'd be looking at if how we could extend the kitchen.
Yes.
Either that way or this way,
Yes.
because it is quite it's quite a tight fit if there's a few of you in there.
Yes, that's correct.
So are you open to doing some work to the property?
Totally open to doing some renovations
Yes.
and some upgrades and refurbishments as well.
Okay, well,
Yes.
we'll keep that in mind as we look around the house, because there is so much history in this house, but older houses do. Sometimes they have smaller rooms.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do, I'm going to ask you to lead on, so go through the dining area and then
Yes.
round into the main sitting room.
Yes. Oh, wow, the fireplace, amazing.
It's pretty lovely, isn't it? That's
Yeah,
that
it is.
traditional brick fireplace.
Yes, that is correct.
And we got another one in here.
Wow, there's a living
There's a
room.
lot of rooms.
A lot of rooms.
Yeah.
Again, you can see the history in here.
I think for me, whilst we're open, if it's 1 or 2 or 3 rooms, but if it's a whole house
Yeah.
that needs updating, then that might present a bit more of a challenge. So just need to be open-minded to that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, you've got a beautiful conservatory that was added on, very sympathetically added to the style of the house. Pop through there, take a look at the conservatory, go on upstairs, explore the bedrooms, and I'm going to admire the front of the house.
Will do.
Come and find me when you've seen enough.
All right, thank you. Wow, the conservatory is amazing, isn't it?
It's very bright.
See over there, the horses.
Oh, yes, I could get a horse.
Oh no. No, maybe in the future.
So, mixed reactions to the wonderful charms in this beautiful property. But overall, I feel they're struggling to picture themselves living with those exposed beams. Original period features that we find can very often divide opinion. Also on the ground floor, there's an additional bright and welcoming reception room with a wood burner. Then moving upstairs, there are 5 bedrooms to choose from. A guest double with more exposed timbers and a brick fireplace. Another guest double with a tiled fireplace. And 2 smaller bedrooms, one in use as a dressing room and the other as an office. These are all served by a family bathroom. That leaves the largest bedroom, which comes complete with its own shower room.
Oh, wow, another bedroom, yes, though.
Yes.
It's got ensuite as well, this.
Oh yes, yeah.
Just look at the views, though, spectacular views.
Yeah, the view is amazing.
Moving outside, there are 7 acres to play with, so there's a lot to see, with mature landscape gardens comprising 1.5 acres, plus woodlands and paddocks. With over 9,000 square feet of outbuildings, including stabling, covered barns, workshop and a studio, there's lots of potential for workspace and, of course, an annex for mum. Gosh, I mean, you two are after peace and tranquility with this move. Wow. I mean, this garden has got that so much, hasn't it?
It's beautiful. The maturity of this garden is just unique. There's a lot of things happening here and just the spectacular landscape.
Yes, that is correct.
So,
Indeed.
how much does it cost to live in this idyllic, special spot?
I'm going to go with £1,100,000.
Yes, so?
I would like to say £1 million.
And actually, yes, so you are bang on. It's on the
Wow.
market for £1 million.
Wow.
Well done. But look, there is an awful lot to take in with this. It's a huge house, a huge project. Go and have one last look around. I'll
Thank
come and
you.
find you in a while.
Thank you.
Right on budget, this 18th century farmhouse is packed with period charm. It has 5 bedrooms and 7 acres of land, as well as a choice of outbuildings, all in quiet country surroundings.
So this would be the annex that we'd put my mum in. But I think actually my mum would put us in here and she'd be in the house.
Yeah.
So first impressions, it looked quite big, it looked quite spacious, it looked quite modern from the outside. There's a lot of rooms, but they're relatively small.
Yes.
When we've looked around the land, it's beautiful.
Yes.
The grounds are mature, but maybe the house is just a little too mature as well.
We have to adjust too much and also too much hustle.
Hey, you two.
Hi.
So I think all in all, we've had a really good day. Should we go and find a nice quiet spot and just ponder on it, see what we've made of it?
Let's go and have
Sure.
a chat.
Come on. After a beautifully warm and sunny search in Essex, we're finishing off the day with ice creams all round. What a day we've had. So this morning you didn't really know Essex.
Yeah.
We've spent the day house hunting. How do you feel about it now?
It's actually more beautiful than we
Yes.
would have imagined.
Yeah, and also nice areas, isn't it?
Yeah.
People are very friendly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Your mum, Craig, plays quite a key part in this move, doesn't she? I feel like we need to know her name.
So my mum's name's Lynn.
Yep.
And it's important because I think bringing the family closer together.
Yes.
She's eager to move as well.
Yeah, she can't wait to move.
How has it felt looking at the houses today?
Yeah, it was, it was nice to see them. This is my first time to see the property in the England, isn't it?
Ah, of course, it's a momentous day. This is your first day's house hunting in England.
Yes, that is correct, yeah.
Wow, well, let's hope we can top it with another great day tomorrow.
Me
To
too.
enjoy these ice creams in the evening sun.
Yes.
We're in Essex with married couple Craig and Yeso from East London, who've already seen 2 options with the space and tranquility they're after. Still to come, I sample the world's most popular spirit.
Have a taste to your new couple.
To them, to house hunting in Essex.
Absolutely.
And the identity of the mystery house gives our property hunters something to puzzle over.
At the moment, I'm slightly confused just how it all pieces together. At the moment, it's a bit like a jigsaw.
Craig and Yeso have a very generous £1 million budget for their perfect home, but Essex has plenty on offer for those whose property purse is a little more modest. This 3-bedroom thatched cutie in Coggeshall is on the market for £395,000. Located on an old Roman road, it dates to the middle of the 17th century. Water lovers looking to rent might like this Dutch barge near Malden. With 4 cabins sleeping up to 8, it costs £1,600 a month. For a shorter escape, this Victorian railway carriage is a great way to get back on track. Set in farmland in the village of Alphamstone, it's priced at £540 a week in high season. We showed a couple 2 very different houses yesterday. One quite modern, the other absolutely packed with history. Whilst they like them both, I'm not entirely sure either of them quite hit the mark. But I have high hopes for today's mystery house, which should offer them the best of both worlds. The mystery house is situated in Thorpe-le-Soken, a village close to the coast in the north of the county. Facilities include pubs, restaurants and takeaways. There's also a very well-stocked farm shop nearby, housed in an old threshing barn. So there's lots on offer right on the doorstep of our last property. We have a mystery house for you.
Wow.
Why the mystery house? This house has got, if you like, yin and yang. It's got the best of both worlds. Looks very old, doesn't it? Very traditional.
Yes.
But actually, there's a lot of modern inside there as well. Out of the two of you, I get a sense that you like modern more than perhaps Craig does.
Yes, I do. Yeah, actually, I do like modern, and also mainly the kitchen.
The other way it really works for you two is in location. The local village has a direct train into London in the morning that can take as little as an hour and 20 minutes.
Wow. I think the blend and the balance of the commute, but just the rural aspect of the location seems perfect.
Yes. Amazing. Yeah, wonderful. I can't wait to see inside.
Shall I put you out of your misery? Should we go and have a look?
Let's go.
Yeah, sure, let's go there.
This started life as a Victorian dairy and was turned into a home by the current owner's parents in the 1980s. A weatherboarded entrance hall takes us through to a very spacious and rather spectacular kitchen diner, where the original and lofty timber framework has been left exposed to make a real statement. But I wonder what our buyers will make of this impressive feature. Now, the kitchen, as they say, is the heart of the house, and I know that the kitchen really matters to you, Yeso. So what are your first impressions?
Wow.
Wow, it's certainly spacious.
Yes. It's nice, natural, traditional house, yeah.
Is this kitchen big enough for you?
Yes, I think so, yeah.
You can sit, you can entertain. In winter, you can have the fire lit. You can have everybody around the centre island.
Oh, wow. That sounds marvellous.
I think the authenticity of it is good. I do like the character of it, actually.
I know space is important to you. You want to fill it with your family and friends. So let's go and take a look at the sitting room.
OK, let's go.
Let's go there.
Now, if you're looking for the history of this property, you'll
Wow.
find it in here.
Wow, there's a living room. Oh, my God. Oh, gosh, yeah.
It's quite cosy. I like the coziness of it.
Do you?
I think in the winter, with that fire, this would be like a nice little snug.
There's a lot more to see. A lot of land, lots of outbuildings.
I think it's just getting a feel for it. Because at the moment, I'm slightly confused. Just how it all pieces together. At the moment, it's a bit like a jigsaw.
Why don't you go and explore the pieces of that jigsaw? OK?
Yes.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Off you both go. Next to this reception room is a space being used as a sunlit office, plus there's a utility room off the entrance hall. The wing at the far end of the ground floor houses 3 of the property's 6 bedrooms. 2 guest doubles showcase more exposed beamwork, and these are both served by a beautiful family bathroom and shower room with decorative tiling. The 3rd ground floor bedroom has its own ensuite.
Certainly bright, which is good.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
I
can
like
see
the
the
brightness.
outside, yeah?
Upstairs, there are 2 further guest doubles, and these share a family bathroom. Whilst a separate flight of stairs from the hall leads to a very stylish master ensuite.
Wow, look at the view.
Wow, yes. Incredible views.
Wow, very
Isn't it?
bright.
Yeah.
Like this. Wow, look, ensuite as well.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed.
The property comes with around 3 acres of land, with places for outdoor dining, parking for several cars, stable blocks, paddocks, and an established fruit and vegetable garden.
There is a vegetable.
About the tomatoes.
Yes, the tomato.
No, they're strawberries.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, the strawberry.
After figuring out their fruit from their vegetables, all that's left is to try to put a price on this great mystery offering.
Who's going first? Yes, so why don't you go first this time?
I would like to say 925,000 pounds.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go slightly higher at £950,000.
Craig, it's your turn to be right this time. You are bang on. It's on the market for £950,000.
Okay. Wow.
Now you know the price, why don't you go and have a really good look around and see if it could work for your escape here to Essex.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Come and find me when you've seen enough.
Will do.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
With an asking price £50,000 below budget, this converted Victorian dairy fulfills a lot of Craig and Yesso's requirements. There's a large country kitchen diner and a total of 6 bedrooms. The selection of outbuildings gives lots of potential, plus the village has direct trains to London.
To be honest, this traditional style is not my cup of tea.
Okay.
I do like, the outside, and also I do like, upstairs. The bedroom is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the location is perfect. It's not ruled out. I think we would want to talk more.
Yeah, we need to discuss your mother first, because your mother is very important for us.
Well, she's not buying it, but yeah.
I understand, but we have to discuss for her first, and then we can decide our decision.
Okay. Fair.
So that's our house hunting done. Should I give you some time to have a chat, have a think?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Great, we'll catch up later.
Thank you.
Okay.
Despite its proximity to London, much of Essex remains resolutely rural. Here on the Tendring Peninsula, fertile farmland has been reclaimed from marshes over the centuries. Pete Thompson's a farmer with first-hand experience of the area's unique climate, and it's allowed him to introduce some less usual crops.
Hey, Pete.
Hey, Jenny.
How are you doing?
Not too bad, thank you.
Good. So clear something up for me then.
Yeah.
I've heard that this is a semi-arid climate in this part of Essex. Is that right?
Correct, yeah. Extremely low rainfall. We are the driest part of the UK.
So what does that climate enable you to grow?
It lets us grow new crops. It lets us grow crops that are not necessarily familiar crops to the rest of the UK. We've got apricots in it. We're an apricot orchard at the moment. We've got citrus, for example, sorghum, and there's other crops coming through all the time.
Love apricot jam. I know where to come for that now. But sorghum is new to me. Tell me all about that.
So sorghum derives from Africa, one of the major world crops grown in Africa and India. And we've just started experimenting with that recently, and it likes the heat, it likes the dry.
I'm intrigued. Come on, show me your sorghum
let's go and have a
crop.
look.
Let's have a look.
Sorghum, also known as great millet, is a gluten-free grain that's a staple across Africa. It's valued for resistance to drought and heat, so with our rapidly changing climate, we could well see more of it grown in the UK.
It's actually a really nice looking crop, isn't it? It's quite attractive.
It's nice. It's got a nice colour, and it goes a little bit redder when it's ready, when you know it's ripe. Pretty much that is what we're looking for. Nice red colour, nice and round. We're about a month away.
Okay. So perfect for turning into gluten-free bread, I guess.
That's right. Or baijiu.
Baijiu?
Yeah.
What's baijiu?
So baijiu is the most commonly drunk spirit in the world, more than whiskey, more than vodka. And it is made and consumed in huge volume in China.
Aha, I've never heard of baijiu, but, I'm always open to new spirits. You're talking my language now.
Baijiu, in one form or another, has been made in China for over 5,000 years. Nowadays, around 10 billion litres are consumed annually, so I'm intrigued to have my first sip.
Would you like to have a try?
I'd love to have a try. I mean, it's fantastic that this was conceived in China, and yet it's now 100% British.
Yeah, I mean, it's been
grown here.
It's been drunk in China for thousands of years, and we're just discovering it.
So it's a clear white
Yeah.
spirit.
Yeah.
Smells a bit tequila-ish.
It should be reminiscent some would say, of a good mezcal. Usually drunk as a shot.
I'm not going to go for the shot, but I'm looking forward to taking a sip.
Have a taste to your new couple.
To them, to house hunting in Essex.
Absolutely. Gampai.
Wow, goodness me, that's rocket fuel. It's actually really nice. I'm not sure I needed another alcoholic beverage to add to my repertoire, but I found one. So,
Need a bar.
In Essex, and a bar, absolutely.
Now to get back to our house hunters and find out if any of the houses we've seen together have captured the spirit of Essex for them. We joined Craig and Yesso right at the start of their house hunting journey, and I suspect they've got a little way still to go with it. But let's find out. You got yourself a nice spot. I've really loved house hunting with you both this week. You're just a joy. Tell me where your thoughts lie.
I do like the first one. However, it's too far from train station.
I think there was something within each of the properties as well that appealed. So I think the first one was the modern element.
Yes.
The second one was the mature grounds, and the third one was the location. And it's just, how do you pull all of that together in one house?
You know, there's a word I come back to time and time again when I'm house hunting, and it's compromise.
You want to go for the more modern twist. Whilst I like modern, I could compromise on that. So we've probably got a greater understanding ourselves of what we would like as well, and what is negotiable and what's not up for compromise.
It's been lovely to see the enthusiasm that you've launched into this search with.
It's been an experience, right? It's opened our eyes. You've created what's the art of the possible with so many things, and there's just so much out there for us to go out and explore and truly find that dream property that we are looking for.
Yes.
And hopefully one day we'll be able to invite you back and say this is where we landed,
house, yeah.
and see if it aligns with what you would think as well.
It's been lovely. I've really enjoyed my time with you.
We've had a great time.
Whilst our couple didn't find their perfect Essex escape, it's great that we've been able to kickstart their new adventure and open them up to some different possibilities. And with that positive attitude, I don't think it's going to be long before they find the perfect property to turn into a home they can share with their family and their friends. We wish them all the best as they continue their search. Join me next time on Escape to the Country. If you'd like to escape to the country in England, Wales, Scotland or Northern Ireland and need our help, you can apply online at bbc.co.uk/take part.